after 60. 99% of men don't do this. But women absolutely love it. There is something so simple yet so profound that 99% of men completely ignore it. And yet, only when a man does this one thing in bed, it's as if something shifts in a woman's mind. They simply can't help but notice it. The craziest part is that most men will spend their entire lives without even realizing they are missing out on this. You are one of them. It has nothing to do with looks, money, stamina, or charm. When a woman experiences this one thing, she softens. She leans in. She opens herself emotionally in ways no compliment or gift has ever done. It turns something on inside her. Not just desire, but trust, safety, and an unexpected warmth she can't hide. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon again. In this video, I'm going to share 5 simple behaviors almost all men ignore yet women over 60 absolutely love. It's subtle, it's gentle, and it awakens a feminine response of partner every man wishes he could create. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss these quiet reflections we explore each week. Let's begin with the first truth, the part no one teaches men, but every woman feels immediately. Number 1. Slows down. Instead of rushing the moment, most men, especially after 60, move through conversations and interactions with a kind of unconscious urgency. A habit formed from years of working, fixing, deciding, and pushing through life. But what almost no man realizes is that slowing down is one of the most powerful things he can do around a woman. Not dragging the moment out, but bringing a softer rhythm into it. A woman feels this immediately, and it changes the entire emotional temperature between you. When you slow your voice just slightly, she relaxes. Pause before answering, she feels heard. When you choose not to hurry through the moment, her body naturally softens into your presence. Women don't fall for speed, they fall for pace. A slower, calmer pace signals confidence, certainty, and emotional steadiness. It tells her you're not trying to get somewhere. You're already fully in the moment with her. And that makes her feel feminine, seen, and quietly drawn toward you without either of you forcing anything. Older men often rush without noticing, rushing through conversations, rushing to respond, rushing to impress, rushing to explain. Yet a woman's desire is awakened, not when a man moves fast, but when he becomes a steady presence in a world that always feels too loud, too busy, too urgent. She feels safe. She feels noticed. She feels special because her emotions have room to breathe around you. Slowing down turns a simple interaction into an intimate one. It makes her lean in without knowing why. It creates an unmistakable spark, the kind that grows naturally, without performance or pressure. Once a man masters that shift in pace, the next thing women love becomes even easier. Number 2. He creates emotional intimacy long before anything physical. This is where almost every man gets it wrong. They think intimacy begins with touch. But for a woman, especially after 60, intimacy begins long before a hand is held or a kiss is shared. It begins with how emotionally safe she feels in your presence. And the men who understand this, the rare 1%, awaken a deeper desire in her than anything physical ever could. Emotional intimacy isn't dramatic. It's subtle. It's the way you ask her, "How's your heart today?" instead of, "How are?" It's the way you let her finish her thoughts without interrupting or redirecting the conversation. It's the soft curiosity in your eyes when she talks about something personal. When a woman feels emotionally seen, she feels emotionally open. And that openness is what quietly turns her on. Most men underestimate how deeply a woman craves emotional closeness at this stage of life. She's lived through years of being overlooked, talked over, or treated like she's too complicated. So when you show her that her inner world matters to you, it awakens a part of her that she may have kept silent for years. She feels valued, not for her body, but for her soul. And when a woman feels valued, physical intimacy becomes richer, deeper, and more meaningful. Emotional intimacy also builds anticipation, the slow, warm kind of anticipation that women over 60 find irresistible. A gentle compliment, a thoughtful question, a moment of genuine presence. All of these speak directly to her feminine energy. They tell her, you're not rushing, you're not pushing, you're connecting, and that connection makes her desire you in a way that feels safe, exciting, and completely natural. Creating emotional intimacy is not about talking endlessly or sharing secrets. It's about making her feel that she matters not just to the conversation, but to the moment. That alone turns her heart toward you long before her body ever follows. Have you ever noticed how emotional closeness changes the entire feeling of a moment with someone? I'd love to hear your thoughts or your own experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else understand intimacy in a whole new way. When she feels that warmth settling into her chest, something shifts suddenly. Even the smallest touch from you carries a meaning she can't ignore. Number 3. He pays attention to her pace instead of his own. Older women feel disappointed in intimate moments with men over 60. And almost no man realizes it. Most men move according to their rhythm, their breathing, their excitement, their timing, and they assume she'll follow. But what women absolutely love, and what 99% of men never do, is letting her pace set the entire tone of intimacy. A woman's body doesn't open through pressure or speed. It opens through attunement, the deep sense that the man beside her is paying attention to how she responds, not just how he feels. When you slow down enough to match her breathing, notice her softness, feel her energy, and move with her instead of ahead of her, that's when she melts. That's when desire comes alive for her. That's when her whole body feels safe, awakened, and connected. Most older men don't realize that women crave this kind of presence more than any technique. Presence says, I'm here with you. Rushing says, I'm performing for myself. A woman can feel that difference instantly. When you let her guide the rhythm through her breathing, her touch, her subtle shifts, you give her something she rarely experiences. Intimacy that feels shared, not taken. You're no longer just a participant. You become a partner. And that's what turns her on every single time. Women over 60 especially appreciate a man who listens with his whole body. Not pushing, not assuming, just attuning gently, respectfully, confidently. This is the one thing almost every man overlooks. Yet it's the very thing that makes a woman feel cherished in the deepest sense. Not rushed, not expected, but chosen and honored. Her connection to you doesn't just deepen, it becomes emotional, physical, and irresistible all at once, which we'll explore right this. Number 4. He gives praise in the moments she least expects. After 60, men assume women only want compliments when they dress up, put on makeup, or do something special. But what women love, and what turns them on emotionally and physically, is the kind of praise that arrives in the small, unguarded moments, the moments where she feels the most like herself. A woman wants to feel desired when she isn't trying, when she's laughing freely, when she's relaxed on the couch, when she's brushing her hair back without thinking. Men underestimate how deeply a simple, sincere acknowledgement can reach into a woman's heart. Not flattery, not exaggerated praise, but the warm, grounded kind that says he sees her, appreciates her, and still finds her beautiful in the quiet parts of life. When you say something like, "I love the way you soften when you're comfortable," or "There's something so attractive about how peaceful you look right now," you aren't praising her for effort. You're praising her essence. That lands differently. It awakens her femininity in a way that feels safe and deeply validating. Older men often speak only when something is wrong, correcting, suggesting, advising. But women crave the opposite. The feeling that simply being near you makes her feel wanted, appreciated, and seen through gentle admiration. When you offer praise without any agenda, without rushing anything, without expecting anything in return, it stirs something soft inside her. A glow, a warmth, a quiet desire. She doesn't hide well. The truth is simple. Women fall for the man who notices what other men ignore. And when she feels admired in this natural, effortless way, she becomes more open emotionally, more responsive physically, and more connected to you overall, without a single bit of pressure needed. You might know someone who could really use this conversation, a friend, a brother, or even an old buddy who's trying to understand women better at this stage of life. Feel free to share this video with them. Sometimes, a small insight can open a door they didn't even know existed. Now, with admiration and emotional presence in place, the last piece becomes the most powerful of all, the kind of connection that stays with her long after the moment ends. Number 5. Responding to her body instead of following a script. Most men over 60 don't realize how deeply a woman melts when a man pays real attention to her body's responses in the moment. Not the routine he used years ago, not the moves he assumes she likes, but her, right here, right now. A woman can feel the difference instantly. One touch that matches her breathing. One shift in pace when her body subtly asks for more. One pause because he senses she needs a moment to rise again. These small adjustments create a kind of electric tenderness that hits her harder than any well-rehearsed technique ever could. Women at this age don't crave performance. They crave attunement. They crave the feeling that he is with them fully, not lost in his own head, not rushing toward a finish line, not guessing blindly. When he listens with his hands, responds with his timing, and lets her reactions guide him, it tells her something powerful. And that message awakens something inside her that no script can ever reach. It makes her trust him more deeply. It opens her body more willingly. It creates a shared rhythm that turns intimacy into connection instead of obligation. And as surprising as it sounds, this kind of presence is exactly what most women secretly crave, yet almost no man ever gives it. By the time a man reaches 60, he often believes intimacy is something that naturally fades, a quiet surrender to age, routine, and familiarity. But the truth is far gentler and far more hopeful than that. A woman's desire doesn't disappear. It simply responds to presence, softness, and emotional awareness in ways most men never learn to give. What she loves, what she truly responds to, isn't youth or perfection. It's attention, it's thoughtfulness. It's the little things a man almost never thinks matter, but they matter to her more than anything. When a man slows down for her, when he shows tenderness instead of rushing, when he lets intimacy feel personal rather than mechanical, when he makes her feel chosen instead of assumed, he awakens something inside her that age cannot touch. And suddenly, the connection feels alive again, warm, safe, deeply human. Not because of what he does, but because of how he makes her feel. So as you sit with these 5 quiet truths, let them remind you of something simple but powerful. Desire after 60 isn't fragile. It's intentional. It grows where understanding grows. It flourishes where attention is given. And it strengthens when two people choose to meet each other with softness instead of habit. If this message resonated with you, or gave you a new way to see connection at our age, I'd truly appreciate it if you liked this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next conversation. And I'm Vernon. Thank you for spending this time with me, and see you next time.